Dear change makers, here's my message to you. Forget about ratio. Go to the hearts. That's where you can do business. That's where people decide to follow you, sometimes in a split second or not. Creating movements for change is just a matter of creating enough heart connections. I will give you 3 examples and 1 new project to love. When I was 15, I started to organize the first Liberation Pop Festival. That's on the Liberation Day, then we celebrate the end of the Second World War. And I wanted to use this day to spread messages on human rights and anti-racism, diversity. But I only had 45 euros. And some bands who were willing to support me voluntarily. So I worked for 15 years, and now it is one of the largest festivals in the country, attracting, let me see if it works this time, 150,000 visitors. After some years, I was asked to set up the same sort of festivals all over the country. And now, I worked 6 years on this. There are 1 million people attending these concerts. And it grew into the largest thematic youth project of Europe. 9 years ago, I started as co-founder and director of Dance for Life. And now, there are hundreds of thousands of young people involved worldwide. They are agents of change. They dance, they learn, they raise money, they break silence, they break taboos, and they love the project. It works. So today, I'd like to invite you to build a new successful global project. And it's called Masterpeace, the most heartwarming peace project ever. What are we going to do? On the International Day of Peace, the 21st of September 2014, we will organize a mesmerizing concert next to the pyramids in Cairo, the city of change, the city of my companion, Mohammed Helmi, because this is a project done by people in the East and in the West. And we will invite the most popular artists from all the major conflict areas in the world to perform together on this stage. So you can imagine the #1 artist from Israel and Palestine, from Russia, Chechnya, from China and Tibet, from North and South Sudan, North and South Korea, all together on this stage as a statement of dialogue, togetherness, positivity, to give peace a chance. And we'll also invite world-famous artists to perform together with them on this stage. And to make this coming together of these couples the masterpiece of their career. And we will also invite world leaders to perform for the first time in history, to choose music above words. And I can tell you this, 1 month ago, Desmond Tutu already decided to be the first one of my world band, and he will play guitar. And more names will follow. And with this project, we will reach out to more than 1 billion people and inspire them to work for peace building. But now comes the most important part of this concept. If you want this to happen, if you want to be there next to the pyramids, you need to do something for peace. You can't buy a ticket. You need to earn your invitation. So that's why we call this the Just Do It campaign for peace. And we provide you a lot of action opportunities to really get your invitation finally. One of the things you can do is set up a Masterpeace club in your city or in your country. We already have clubs in development in 16 countries all over the world. Sweden, Macedonia, Uganda, Kenya, Sierra Leone, and it's growing every day. And you can start one yourself too. We're asking you to set up concerts and dialogue projects, especially on the International Day of Peace. So this day can become more popular out of a bottom-up movement. You can do this. And we also asked the clubs to recruit 2014 new volunteers working for peace. And we aim, within the coming 3 years, for 200 clubs worldwide. So you can count 200, 2014. That will bring us at least 400,000 new volunteers to work for peace. 800,000 hands to do the work that is so hardly needed, because peace building is a verb. But you can also travel. Does it work? Yeah, right. You can also travel. You might know the famous novel of Paulo Coelho. We asked his permission and we got his permission to make this book come alive. So we'll ask people all over the world to travel as green and eye-catching as possible all the way to the pyramids. And by showing your creativity and your guts, your personal leadership, you will inspire many to follow your journey. And we'll ask you to use your social media so you can reach out to millions of people. So go by bus, by bike, by boat, by horse. We already got a guy who is walking for 3 years. He already started from Lisbon, walking all the way to Cairo. And in each city he is giving lectures, etc. Just by doing this, you can involve millions of people into this topic. Because somewhere we decided that this topic is, it's for politicians or diplomats, and we're not acting. And that's weird, because there is not yet one global, positive, young, fresh, bottom-up peace movement. That doesn't exist. And it is weird, because the number of wars is rising. The tensions between East and West are rising. And each day, all the governments of the world, they spend more, each year, they spend more money on buying new weaponry. Last year only, 450 billion US dollars. That's enough to feed the world. So there is no money problem, there is a priority problem, there is a mind problem. But how are we coming to this mind shift? How can we inspire world leaders to put the money into development of the people? Not by doing nothing. The front pages are captured by extremists. And we, the open-minded, connected world citizens, we're not acting. Not yet. So this is your invitation to become part of this new movement. And there's a third thing you can do. To become co-owner of Masterpeace. Because it's not about me, it's not my possession, as it is for all the other projects. It is an invitation for you to co-create this project together with me and my team here in the Netherlands and in Egypt, where we have our headquarters, and in all the other countries. I need you. I can start alone, but I cannot work without you. This can only become successful if you decide to support me. And you could do this today. We have this action that we aim also for the coming 5 years to organize 5,000 local events all over the world. And you can, it might be everything, with sport, with dance, with whatever. As long as it is spreading the news about Masterpeace and its goals and raising 2014 euros to make this dream come true. In return, you will get 6 invitations. So here you see, we make peace building measurable. We give peace a sort of deadline. And we need you for this. All right, are you with me? Yeah? Okay. Can I count on you? Then I first like to show you a little film, and then I come back with another last question.
In June 2009, Barack Obama delivered a speech at the Cairo University in Egypt.
Any world order that elevates one nation or group of people over another will inevitably fail.
Everybody applauded. The media were positive. People said, he's right.
He's so right.
Yeah, he's right.
Yes, we can. You're hosting.
And then it went silent again. Because nothing ever happens when one person talks about peace. We all need to get actively involved in peace. That's why we created Masterpeace, the world's most heartwarming peace initiative. Masterpeace focuses its energy and attention on the reduction of ongoing conflicts around the world, like North and South Sudan, China and Tibet, Israel and Palestine, Russia and Chechnya, and 10 others. By 2014, we will have mobilized 20 million people worldwide to embrace the 14 major conflicts. Because Masterpeace also wants to shine a light on the many local peace efforts across the world. And we want artists from all these conflict zones to create masterpieces together. In painting, dance, literature, photography, film, fashion, design, and music. Your peace projects and these artists will demonstrate both to their countries and to the world that through the exchange of ideas, togetherness can be achieved. Masterpeace will rise to its apotheosis on the 21st of September 2014, which also happens to be the International Day of Peace, with a concert in Cairo at the foot of the pyramids. The only way to get a ticket is to get actively involved, some way, somehow, somewhere. Because peace is a verb. Masterpeace. Creating peace together.
And now we really hope that you can transform your inspiration into action. And if each and everybody of you can organize one of these 5,000 events, that would be wonderful. Then you can create hundreds of these events, you know, and earn your ticket for the final concert. So they would show this playbook. You can also send me by SMS your information. Then we can contact you. And we have also 4 tickets for you to travel to Cairo, meet my headquarters there. And so one of your ideas can win this trip. So come on with your ideas, set up an event, each and every one of you, and let's build this dream together, okay? Thank you very much.